What's up, guys? It's your girl Nia, and we back at it again with another video. This one is a little different. We're not really vlogging today. Today, I am going to give you 4 reasons I love Florida and 4 reasons why I hate Florida, and anything in between if I can think of some throughout the video. This is for everybody who's been thinking about moving to Florida. This is for anybody who, thinking about moving to Florida. I'm going to give you the pros, I'm going to give you the cons. And we're going to go from there, Today's a pool day, so we're going to be chilling out and vibing out in the pool. And enjoying this day. It's not too hot. It ain't cold. It's the perfect energy. And that's what I like. I like good energy, good vibes, good frequency. But we're going to get into that later.
I'm catching feelings, baby.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to start off with the things that I love about Florida, because we got to do the positivity, we got to do the good energy first, right? It's heck, some of the cons might be pros for other people. Okay, so the first is, I think, one that everyone says: weather. The weather. I love Florida weather during the wintertime. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and in the wintertime it's very gloomy. It's very gray. The trees die. The grass die. It's very depressing, and it was something that was really kind of taking over me mentally. So Florida was one of those states that I knew that I would love because it's the sunshine state. So even if it's a cooler day or a colder day in the wintertime, it's still sunny. The trees, most of the trees I feel like are still vibrant. You do have trees that, that the leaves fall, right? But I would say I love palm trees. I love these trees. I love being outdoors in nature. I believe that we are, as humans, should be outdoors and in nature for our own mental health, right? So I think nature, I love the outdoors. I love the beaches, nature trails. So if you are an outdoor person, then Florida would definitely be a vibe for you. But being an outdoor person, you have to know that there's bugs, there's wildlife, and things like that can't get to you. There's plenty of like lizards and geckos and things like that that are here. So I would say that would be the first pro, right? So another thing that I like about Florida is that there's a lot to do, right? There's a lot of things to do in Florida. You have amusement parks, so many amusement parks, way more than just Disney World. There's so many water theme parks. There's a lot of places where you can go and see a lot of wildlife, zoos, things of that nature. One of the reasons why I moved to Florida is because it was closer to cruising. I wanted to cruise way more, so it's closer to me, so I could just hop on a cruise whenever I want. And not only the big cruise, they have smaller cruises. It's in Tampa and different locations in Orlando. So you don't have to go on a big cruise. You can go on a small cruise for the weekend. So stick around and I'll tell you my other 2 pros. Man. Boy. Yeah, that's good. Woo! So that was nice. Nice and cold. Oh snap. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. So we chillaxing in the pool, and I want to give y'all the other 2 things that I love about living in Florida. I had to take notes because my memory. Okay, so we did weather. Maybe I have given y'all 3 things already that I love about Florida. We did weather. I love the weather in the wintertime. Okay, outdoors. I love the outdoors, love the parks, love the nature trails, love just in general. You could be doing the most simplest thing, going into a store, walking somewhere. It's just nice out. It's a nice scenery. You hear the birds. I love to hear the birds chirping first thing in the rising. So, okay, so state taxes. I love that there are no state taxes. It really shows up in a lot of areas in your life, especially when it comes to your paycheck. So you don't have to worry about that. I know a lot of people say that they love that, but that's really a pro. There's really a pro to that, right? Let's get into the stuff that I don't like about Florida. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all guys. You guys, right? I'm going to keep it real because some of the stuff that I've heard when I was first coming to Florida, I would YouTube everything. And some people didn't speak about certain stuff. And I know that's everyone's experience is different when it comes to living in different states, right? And so I'm going to give y'all mine. The weather in the summertime. The weather can be a pro. And like I said, it could also be a con. If you are not a person that likes the heat, that likes the sun, then the summertime may be a little overbearing for you because it's really humid, it's really hot, the sun is beaming, it's in the 90s through the summertime, and sometimes you really don't want to be out the house in the summertime, right? Even on a beach day, you think you're going to just go to the beach on a sunny day? It's too hot. It's too hot unless you just plan on being in the water. So for me, I like to go to the beach during the springtime or the fall, where I can just really lay out and enjoy the scenery. It's a really slow lifestyle right here down here. That would be the second one. If you are someone who likes it to be like a really slow, like retirement, well, at least where I chose to move. Pick where you choose to move. And I feel like if you move farther down South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Brickell, anywhere around there, farther down south, or Tampa, it might be a little bit more lively. To me, being from Baltimore, Maryland, even Tampa's a little slow for me. But this environment that I chose to move in, it's really slow, very family-oriented to an extent, shall I say. So if you got kids and you like the really slow lifestyle, not much to do, even like the mall is like only a couple of stores in the mall, it's really slow. I mean, you got everything that you need. All the stores and stuff that you're used to are here. It's just slow if you're used to like a city life. You don't have that in Central Florida. I live in Central Florida. I should have stated that at the beginning. I live in Central Florida, closer to Clearwater. You're definitely going to need your shades down here, honey. The sun be beaming. And I've turned into an ice person. I love to eat ice. I love to eat ice, bro. People were talking about that before I got down here. I don't know if because I'm anemic on top of it being hot, but I love ice. Cost of living. And when I first got to Florida, I've been here a couple years now, 4 years to be exact, 4 or 5 years, and the cost of living has significantly gone up. My rent has gone up about $400 or $500 since I've been here. So I think because a lot of people are moving here daily. I think they said like 1,300 people moving here daily, so they're gonna like jack that rent up. The cost of living, I don't know if that's just everywhere, but the cost of living has significantly went up here in Florida. So you got to be prepared for that. But I will say, you get way more for your money here. What I'm paying for this down here, I would have gotten like a 1-bedroom up north. So you get, and not only that, you get the pool. Most apartments have pool complex. Most complexes have a pool, a gym, amenities. Back home, I might be paying $2,000 a month with no pool. None of that, just a 1-bedroom. So you do get way more for your money, and I really appreciate that. So I guess that'll be a pro. But the cost of living is definitely significantly going up, especially if the farther down south you get. Farther down south you get, you're going to be paying money. So, and I would say it's easier to get a job here. Don't let nobody say it's not easy to get a job here. There's plenty of people hiring. It's easy to get a job. And this last one is gonna be really a touchy subject. And I would say, if you are a melanated person, if you are a minority, Florida is you're gonna meet some Karens. You're gonna meet some racist people. You're gonna meet some racist people, guys. because and where I'm from, I'm not really used to that. Baltimore, everyone kind of get along. People who are not my complexion normally get along, normally very respectful. I don't know if it's because maybe we grew up in the same environment. Here, people are very prejudiced, very political, very judgmental. I've had some things said to me from people who don't know me, maybe has assumed someone said asked me was I in the blood gang or something like that because I had red in my hoodie. So you're gonna meet you're just gonna meet some very interesting people that are racist, straight up like that. You're gonna meet some people who are racist. You're gonna meet some people who are very, very prejudiced. You're gonna meet people who are illiterate when it comes to, or shall I say uneducated when it comes to political things, right? They're very politically incorrect here, very. And it's a sad case because my mom raised me to be a lover. I love people. I don't never go based off of your vessel, your outside appearance. I go based on how you treat me and how you respect me and who you are as a person. So if that's gonna affect you, it's heavy here. I'm not gonna lie. It's very heavy here. I even hear that it's like that farther down South Florida. Maybe not when it comes to Karens, but in other races as well. So if you are a sensitive person, which I was a sensitive person when I first got here, I hated that because you go up to people and you're being friendly and you're being nice, and you find out that people aren't as nice as you, people aren't as friendly as you, and people are going to judge you regardless. This world is tainted in many ways, and I hate that it's tainted in that way. I wish that the history was never what it was so we could be better as a human race, because I'm a lover of people. So that really sucks, guys. But I think that's all we're gonna have for today. If you have not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. I'm gonna only get better at this, man. But I need y'all support. Support goes a long way. I understand why YouTubers are like, subscribe. I'm only at 79 subscribers, which I'm grateful for because I started off and only had like 30 subscribers. So it's going up, but it's going a little slow, and I would really like to get paid from this. I mean, I love sharing my energy with y'all, but I would love to get paid from this. So subscribing significantly helps. Just subscribe. It takes a second. Go to my page, subscribe, hit the post notification, like, comment, and I would really appreciate that, y'all. Stay tuned. Peace.